Welcome to Millions Monthly, the channel where we explore the extraordinary journeys of self-made billionaires, visionaries, and innovators. Today we bring you the story of Sam Zell, a man who turned the challenges of being the child of refugees into a fortune in real estate and became one of America's most respected and quietly powerful billionaires. His journey is a testament to persistence, insight, risk-taking, and the American dream itself, proving that humble beginnings do not limit one's ultimate potential. Sam Zell was born in 1941 in Chicago, Illinois, to Polish Jewish refugee parents who had fled the horrors of World War II. Life in Chicago was not easy for the Zell family. They lived in cramped apartments and money was always tight. His father worked long hours as a construction worker, barely able to provide for the family, and his mother took part-time jobs wherever she could to keep food on the table. From an early age, Sam witnessed the fragility of financial security and learned that survival often came before ambition. However, this environment also instilled in him critical values: observation, discipline, and a relentless drive to succeed. He saw that the system offered little safety net for people without resources, and he internalized a deep determination to never feel powerless. Sam's childhood was marked by humility, but also by exposure to the resilience required to navigate a challenging world, which later became crucial in his ability to assess real estate markets. Despite growing up in a modest environment, Sam's curiosity and ambition distinguished him from his peers. He was fascinated with business and the mechanics of wealth, always observing how property and investment decisions were made. After graduating from high school, Sam enrolled at the University of Michigan, where he pursued a degree in economics and law. College was both an opportunity and a challenge. He had to adapt to a competitive environment far removed from his humble upbringing, but he thrived, learning not just academic theory but also practical insights into finance, law, and markets. It was during his college years that Sam Zell first became deeply interested in real estate. He would spend hours analyzing small apartment buildings, commercial properties, and undervalued spaces in Chicago, taking note of their financial potential, structural condition, and neighborhood trends. Unlike many of his peers who focused on theoretical finance or corporate careers, Sam had a clear vision. He wanted to identify overlooked opportunities and create value where others saw risk. This early focus on practical investment analysis laid the groundwork for his career and his unique contrarian philosophy. After college, Sam began working for a legal firm that specialized in corporate and real estate law. This role gave him first-hand exposure to property contracts, corporate financing, and investment structures. He quickly realized that understanding the law and financial intricacies was crucial for executing successful deals. While many of his colleagues were content to follow conventional career paths, Sam's mind was already moving ahead, imagining how he could leverage these lessons to build wealth independently. In the early 1970s, he began his first independent real estate investments, purchasing small residential buildings and undervalued commercial spaces. He focused on properties that the market overlooked, those others considered risky, inconvenient, or undesirable. These investments were not just about money. They were a training ground for learning the mechanics of property valuation, negotiation, and long-term planning. By the 1980s, Sam Zell's approach began to pay off in a substantial way. He started acquiring distressed commercial properties, including office buildings, warehouses, and retail spaces that were undervalued or mismanaged. While most investors shied away from such properties due to perceived risk, Sam saw opportunity. He understood that with careful analysis, restructuring, and operational improvement, these assets could become highly profitable. His philosophy was simple but revolutionary: buy when others are fearful, sell when others are greedy. This contrarian approach allowed him to capitalize on economic downturns, turning market volatility into massive wealth-building opportunities. During this period, he honed his negotiation skills, learning how to structure deals that minimized risk while maximizing potential return. In 1982, Sam Zell founded Equity Group Investments, EGI, which became his flagship vehicle for large-scale property investments. EGI allowed him to manage multiple acquisitions simultaneously, and he began targeting larger commercial buildings, apartment complexes, and industrial properties across the United States. Zell's approach combined careful financial structuring with deep market insight. He often sought properties in urban centers that were distressed but had potential for redevelopment or increased efficiency. He was patient, willing to hold properties through short-term downturns for long-term gains. Zell's success relied not just on his vision, but on meticulous analysis, timing, and the ability to anticipate economic trends before the broader market did. During the 1990s, Sam Zell expanded his operations further. He developed a reputation as a shrewd contrarian investor, someone who could identify hidden value where others only saw problems. He acquired office towers, commercial complexes, and even bankrupt properties that he transformed into thriving assets. His style of investing was often unconventional, sometimes controversial, but always strategic. Zell's ability to read the market, coupled with his willingness to take calculated risks, allowed him to achieve extraordinary returns. He also became a mentor to many younger investors, sharing lessons on patience, negotiation, and opportunity evaluation. The 2000s marked another stage in Zell's career: global expansion. He began identifying distressed properties in international markets, applying the same principles that had worked in the U.S., analyzing risk, evaluating cash flow potential, and investing where others hesitated. His investments included high-rise office buildings, large commercial spaces, and mixed-use properties that could be repositioned or redeveloped for higher returns. While many investors sought quick profits, Zell focused on long-term value creation, emphasizing cash flow, operational efficiency, and strategic positioning. His portfolio grew to billions of dollars, cementing his place among the top real estate investors in America. Beyond his professional success, Sam Zell placed significant emphasis on personal integrity, family, and philanthropy. He contributed to education, urban development projects, and healthcare initiatives, believing that wealth carries responsibility. Zell's story demonstrates that financial success without impact or ethical consideration is incomplete. His approach to life and business combined calculated risk-taking with a commitment to principles, showing that true legacy extends beyond numbers. Sam Zell's life teaches several critical lessons. First, humble beginnings do not define your future. Adversity can shape vision and resilience. Second, a contrarian approach, seeing opportunity where others see risk, is essential in business. Third, patience and discipline matter more than short-term gains, as strategic long-term thinking yields the greatest rewards. Fourth, value creation and ethical behavior enhance both legacy and financial success. These principles allowed Sam Zell to build not only an empire but also a lasting reputation for intelligence, insight, and strategic brilliance in the real estate world. Today, Sam Zell is recognized as one of America's most influential real estate investors. From his early days in a cramped apartment as the child of refugees to controlling billions in real estate assets, his journey embodies the American dream. His story inspires millions of monthly viewers to understand that vision, insight, calculated risk, and persistence can overcome any circumstance. Zell's legacy is more than wealth. It is a blueprint for aspiring entrepreneurs and investors worldwide. From the very beginning, through years of study, careful investments, market analysis, bold risk-taking, and unwavering persistence, Sam Zell has shown that anyone, regardless of background, can achieve extraordinary success. Millions Monthly is proud to share this story with you, reminding you that adversity is temporary, opportunity is everywhere, and the American dream is achievable for those who dare to pursue it. If you want more inspiring stories of self-made billionaires, visionary investors, and leaders who built empires from scratch, make sure to subscribe to Millions Monthly and never miss a story that can transform your perspective and ambition.